I still have 3 jobs and I am still struggling. Here's why. I do not make $60,000 a year. Not even with 3 jobs. I have a full-time job, a part-time job, and a contract job, and I do not make $60,000 a year. All 3 of those jobs combined, I am not touching $60,000 a year. When you put that into perspective of what the cost of living is like, that is why I have 3 jobs and I'm still struggling. I can pay my bills on time, but can I do much other than that? No. I think someone told me to hustle. If I have 3 jobs, doesn't that mean I'm hustling? Or maybe I'm mistaken. Do you think that I'm afraid of working? I'm not lazy. So I don't like that. I don't like those comments. That rubs me the wrong way.
I mean, let's be real. 2025 has been heavy financially for a lot of people. Groceries going up, gas, rent, mortgage, everything almost seems impossible to pay these days. Families are making real life hard choices every day, whether to pay the light bill, the gas bill. Sometimes the bill has to go without being paid because they have to buy food. Parents hiding their stress so the kids don't feel the weight of everything. But we all know behind closed doors, them tears falling. I mean, the mental toll that it takes on parents, like, it's a lot, y'all. Most people are battling with anxiety, staying up late at night, trying to make sure they have enough to survive to make it to the next payday. The truth is, life is tough for a lot of people right now. Wages haven't caught up with the cost of living at all. But if anything, y'all, struggling in 2025 does not mean that you are failing. It means that you are human, having a hard moment, and this too shall pass. Never be ashamed of what you're going through, who you are. Keep going. Do what you can do and never feel bad for what you can't. All right? Keep pushing.
I'm kind of irritated because I literally just drove almost an hour to come donate plasma. Spent 2 hours inside the plasma center filling out paperwork and watching videos just for them to prick my finger and be like, my H levels or whatever are too low and I can't give a donation today. Mind you, I was depending on that donation to be able to pay my rent today, so I'm just irritated and lost today, and I'm just over it. I'm over today as a whole. I just want to I want to cry, and I kind of just want to, I don't even know. Just cry, I guess. Sleep. Can't even sleep. You ever be so stressed out you can't sleep? I feel like I'm so stressed out I can't sleep properly. I feel like I'm always waking up anxious because it's like whenever I wake up and it's the next day, it just makes me feel more anxious because it's like there's just so much going on.
I think now is a really, really good time to remind everybody that being broke is not a personal failing. It is a systemic one. And it is not a reason to eliminate yourself from connection and from access to your community. For many, many years, I appeared to be a really terrible friend because I was super flaky because I was broke. And I was too ashamed and in too much financial depression to admit to my people that the reason why I couldn't go get coffee is because I had negative $25 in my bank account at any given day, and that was a good day. And I want to remind people that now is a really, really great time to offer accessible and free opportunities to see your friends. I am not the person that you need to go have dinner with. If I suggest dinner, babe, tell me let's go on a walk instead, and you don't have to say anything else. You don't have to say anything else. But we need to be incredibly aware of the fact that people ain't got it, and that's not a reason to not have community.
No food stamps, no problem. Let's go in Dollar Tree and see what we can find to make some meals out of. Come on, let's go. So, baby, we in the $1.25 Tree store. Let me show y'all some things y'all can get. They got some smoked sausage. See, they got some turkey jumbo franks. They got some more sausage down here. They got a pack of bacon for $3.25. They got some peanut butter for $1.50. They have jelly for $1.50. They also have some bread. Hamburger buns, regular bread, hot dog buns for just $1.50. Baby, if you want to be a little fancy and bake you a cake, they got that for $1.25. Also, the icing for $1.25. Muffins, all of that $1.25. Baby, you can get you some pasta noodles for $1.25. Also, they got some ragu, $2.50. They got some Heinz down here for $1.25. Baby, they also got some Hungry Jack's skillet meals only for $1.25. They got some Alfredo noodles. They got the flavor packets of rice. Some more rice. And that's the whole grain brown rice. Only $1.25.
This just in. Here is a social media post from a strip club in Chattanooga that is advertising to struggling mothers looking to pay their bills. So now you have ladies who are stripping for food. And honestly, I mean, this has been going on for some time. Ladies stripping for food or ladies stripping to survive is not necessarily new. But I think what is new is the rate at which this is happening and the amount of people and women who are impacted by an ever-changing economy. And it doesn't necessarily seem to be slowing down. I think we have to be in acceptance that things are not going back to the way they were, between AI itself just completely taking over and dominating specific industries, between just a declining empire and what that's going to mean for Western hegemony and just capitalism as we know it, between many of the governmental programs that have been taken away that are likely to not return and what that's going to mean as far as women being able to supplement themselves and survive outside of a community, outside of a family structure, and the way they've been able to do so beforehand. There's so many institutional things that were almost considered to be commonplace that are just no longer there and that will not be there. And it is disproportionately impacting women. It's disproportionately impacting Black women and specifically single Black mothers. And so looking at these posts where you literally have people. So looking at this post, to me, it seems like a scene or a concept that would come out of like a episode of Black Mirror or something. But this is actually real life for some ladies. And you know what? It does seem like a reset. I do know Kevin Samuels. He talked about this a while back when he was living. He said, winter is coming, right? Then I started hearing some people say, winter is here. And what he was essentially talking about was, late stage capitalism. What is that going to mean? What are the impacts of that? And how will that eventually touch ladies? And that's exactly what we are seeing today. So, this is a humbling time for a lot of people. This is a humbling time for a lot of women. As soon as these institutional supports or advantages are taken away, I think it forces people away from this illusion of being hyper independent and hyper successful and individualistic, back to, I think, what is more healthy and natural in the long run, which is interdependence. And hopefully it'll cause women to, second guess themselves whenever they're going out of the way to just kind of down talk men or judge men. And who knows, maybe some will actually start to see how much they've taken men in their lives for granted. I don't know if that's a utopian idea of mine, but I think humility and truth is always a step in the right direction, even if it looks ugly in the moment. But anyways, guys, that's what I have. What do you think about this whole thing? Let me know your comments down in the comment section. Thank you so much for listening if you've gotten this far, and we'll talk later. Bye.